right, so this is the day 2 for the quadratic formula. So opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So what we want to do, remember, is to get it equal to 0 first, and then label our a, b, and c, and then go from there. So for this first one, number 2, we're going to subtract the 4x. So we have x squared minus 4x minus 11 equal to 0. So remember, we want x squared x and then no x. So we can now label a, b, and c. A is 1, b is negative 4, and c is negative 11. So our first step, we want to do our b squared minus 4ac. And so that would be negative 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 11. So negative 4 squared is positive 16. And then we want to multiply all these together. So negative 4 times negative 11 is positive 44. So that's going to give us 60. So now what we're going to do is our negative b plus or minus the square root of our 60 all over 2a. So plugging in our negative b and our a with the 60 underneath. So negative b would be negative 4, which would change it to a positive, plus or minus the square root of 60 all over 2 times 1. So 4 plus or minus the square root of 60 divided by 2. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and type this into our calculator to get our 2 answers. So we're going to take 4 plus and then the square root of 60, and then we're going to divide that by 2. And there's one answer, 5 and we're going to round to just 2 decimal places, so 5.87. The second one, we're going to take 4 minus the square root of 60. Enter, and then divide it by 2. And we get negative 1.87. So there's our 2 answers. Please write them with our little brackets, the 2 answers together. All right, so let's take a look at number 6 next. So number 6 is already equal to 0, so we can go ahead and label our a, b, and our c. So a equals negative 1, b equals negative 12, and c equals negative 18. Remember, there's no exponents, no variables. So we want to do our b squared minus 4 times a times c first. So that's going to be negative 12 squared minus 4 times negative 1 times negative 18. So this is 144. And then multiplying these together is going to give you a negative times negative, that's positive 4. Positive 4 times negative 18 is negative 72. Let me double check myself on that one. Yep, and I'm right, 72. So 144 minus 72 is 72. So this is what we're going to put underneath our radical. So we have, whoopsie, negative b plus or minus square root of 72 all over 2a. So negative b is going to be a double negative, which changes that to a positive 12, plus or minus the square root of 72 all over 2 times negative 1. So in our calculator, we want to do 12 plus 72 and divide it by negative 2, and then 12 minus 72, square root of 72 divided by negative 2. And let's see what we get. All right, and you should get negative 10.24 and negative 1.76. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at number 10. Number 10, we do not have a C value. So what do we put if we don't have a value? We put a 0. So A is 1, B is 11, C would then be 0. So that is going to be b squared minus 4ac, and we have 11 squared minus 4 times 1 times 0. 11 squared is 121. Multiplying all these together, 4 times 1 is 4, times 0 is 0, so minus 0. So it's just 121. So that's what's going to go underneath our radical. So negative b plus or minus the square root of 121 all over 2 times a, 2 times 1. So simplifying, we do know that this is a perfect square, so it is going to be 11, and then divide it by 2. So we're going to take negative 11 plus 11, and that's 0 divided by 2, so we have 0. And then negative 11 minus 11 is negative 22, divided by 2 is negative 11. And you could type those into your calculator. Make sure you're doing 1's a plus, and then divide it by 2, and then 1's a minus, and then divide it by 2. All right, and then the last one we're going to look at is number 16, and we have some things that are on both sides. So we want to get everything together. So I'm going to subtract the smaller x squared. I'm going to add this to x, and then I'm going to minus the 15. So that leaves nothing left on this side. On this side, we want to subtract those. 3 minus 1 is 2. 7 plus 2, these were x's, 7x plus 2x is 9x. And then we have our negative 15. Now we can go ahead and label our a, b, and our c. And we can do our b squared minus 4ac. So that's 9 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 15. And that's 81 plus 8 times 15. So 120. So when we add 81 and 120, that's going to give us 201. That's what's going to go underneath our radical. So negative b plus or minus the square root of 201 all over 2 times a, which is 2. So that's going to give us negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 201 all over 4. So let's go ahead and type this into our calculator. Remember that we're typing negative 9 plus the square root of 201 and then dividing it by 4. And then we're typing negative 9 minus the square root of 201 and then dividing it by 4. And let's see what we get. So our first one, negative 9 plus the square root of 201, enter, divided by 4, enter. So that is 1.29. Okay, then I'll do the next one and then I'll write them both out. So then we want negative 9 minus the square root of 201, enter, divided by 4, enter. So negative 5.79. All right, and there they are. All right, you are doing the even questions on your worksheet. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Make sure that you complete those before the end of the hour.